As a country, we vowed to never forget. This is why the Stephen Siller Tunnel to Towers Foundation commissioned the 9/11 Never Forget mobile exhibit, which is appropriate for all ages. This specially designed mobile exhibit was built to travel the country and transform into a 1,000 square foot museum that tells the story of true American heroism by the FDNY and ordinary people on that fateful day through personal stories and personal artifacts. It takes 2 hours to set up and approximately 1.5 to break down. Appropriate
This is what I did today. I went and seen the Tunnels to Towers Foundation 9/11 Never Forget exhibit, and it will be definitely one of the most memorable days of my life. It brings me right back to the 9/11, makes me think about the things that were going on in my life and were going on during my day when I first found out that the towers were getting attacked and the towers had been struck. I was in my science class, and the teacher brought in the TV, and she said to the class, you know, the world is going to change right now. She said things are going to be different, and you need to watch this. It's very important. And I just thought it was a plane crash into a building. I didn't think nothing of it. I didn't realize how influential it would be to my life and how much it would impact my life, but it truly has. So I want to say, you know, remember 9/11 first and foremost, and never forget it. 9/11 is one of the greatest tragedies that ever hit America, and it will be for the rest of eternity. These people who put on this display are truly remarkable, and they're truly heroes themselves. What they do for America and what they do for Stephen Siller and what they do for, you know, their viewers is totally remarkable. They discuss the events of 9/11 like you're firsthand going through them. They bring you right back to the day, you know, as the towers were falling and as, you know, their thought process were being completed and exactly what was going on in the moment. I mean, they could literally bring you into the moment of what was going on because they were there. They're FDNY firefighters. They, like the video said, they were truly there, and they discuss the events, you know, and they bring you back to the moment. They let you live vicariously through their stories. You know, it's crazy. It's amazing how one person's, you know, story can reflect your entire, you know, change your entire life. And how much it reflects 9/11 and how much it really is important to humanity. The Towers to Tunnel Foundation is truly a remarkable foundation. Stephen Siller's family has started a great foundation to help not only the firefighters who've been injured in 9/11 and their families and their children, but also people who got sent to war, soldiers who've been blown up by IEDs, and soldiers who are, you know, torn to pieces after they've come back from war. They've created smart homes for the soldiers who have come back from war, and they've gave them a new opportunity. They've said they built, I believe it was 73 homes so far for people who are disadvantaged like this. And I believe that's amazing. That's a great start. I mean, there's a long way to go, but that's a great start. I mean, how many people are really doing things like this? How many people really care about those people? Not very many. And I think more of us should be more passionate and compassionate about the people who've been affected by 9/11, because 9/11 is still going on. If you don't realize, the war is still going on, and the war will continue to go on for years and years and years. And the reason is because war is for profit. War is for profit. And these stories, they touch my heart in a very specific way, because when I found out about 9/11, my life changed forever. When I found out the answers to 9/11, when I found out that it wasn't just Osama bin Laden who was guilty, it was the people who lead our country politicians and bankers, the elite, the people who are supposedly our leaders and mentors, are the people who set up this catastrophic event and caused so many lives to be lost, nearly 3,000 lives. So if you want to know who's to blame, you could blame the Rockefellers, you could blame the Rothschilds, you could blame the Morgans, you could blame the Bush family, you could blame the Cheney family, you could blame a lot of people. But you can mainly blame the people who are in power and who have lots of money and who benefited from the attacks. This story isn't about retribution, or this story isn't about going after the people who are responsible. This story is about the Tunnels to Towers Foundation and the exhibit that they have that they're putting on at the Wild Rose Casino in Clinton, Iowa on June 2nd and June 3rd. I advise anybody who's looking for something interesting to do over the weekend to go check this out and see what they got to say, because like I said, it's truly changed my life, and I've only been away from it for about an hour. I'm already at home making a video about it, and that's the reason my words are kind of slurred and I'm messing up here and there, because I'm not writing nothing down. I'm going off the top of my head from what I just seen and what I just learned. It was that impactful to my life, and I don't usually talk about this kind of stuff on my channel. This channel is called President Trillionaire. This channel is basically how I hate on the elite and how I hate on the 1%. Well, I still do that. I hate them completely. And my other channel, I might post this on my other channel, Infinite Hustle, as well, just because it's so influential to me. And I want people to help out this foundation, because they're truly remarkable and they truly help people who really deserve it in this world. And I think most importantly, that we should never forget the people who've been affected by this catastrophic event, and we should never forget the collaboration and the remarkableness of, you know, the heroes of this event, the firefighters, the policemen, the regular civilians that chipped in to help, the soldiers who got sent to war. Remember them and honor their legacy, because they're the ones who truly had to suffer. Not me, not the people across the United States who witnessed it on TV. Yeah, we've seen it and it was, you know, an important event in our lives, but these people were there and they lived it, and they were actually seeing their loved ones disappear. They were searching for their loved ones. So put yourself in their shoes. Imagine if your child was, you know, a firefighter or somebody that worked in the Twin Towers. Imagine your response. And they brought that up. You know, some people were looking for their children. Imagine that. I don't even want to imagine, to be honest, what that's like. If Briar was ever lost or in a situation like this, I'd be so devastated I wouldn't know what to do. I know I'd be fighting my all to figure it out, but there ain't nothing I could do. I mean, I'd lose my mind, I'd lose my sanity, I'd lose my heart, because he's my everything. Your children is your everything. So I want you to hug your kids extra tight tonight. Give your children a kiss tonight. Tell them that you love them. I want you to honor and respect 9/11 and all those who embrace the story and the history of 9/11. Because like one of the speakers said, if we don't talk about history, history will repeat itself. I'm going to say it again. If we don't talk about history, history will repeat itself. And that's definitely true. Most times history does repeat itself in some way. And I think that everybody could reflect or gain something from just that sentence right there. I think the people who are viewing this video should check out this foundation. If you can, donate some money to it. The money's going to a good cause. The money's going to the right people. The money's helping people Money's changing lives. And this exhibit is truly remarkable. It's truly remarkable. It's one of the greatest exhibits I've ever been in. It's simply in a big trailer, a pop-out trailer that was at the Wild Rose Casino that was free of charge, no admission at all. The casino paid it for it 100% in full. There was a huge line, and when I first got there, we probably waited 40 minutes or an hour to get in, and I thought that was long. But then when we got out of it, there was a line all the way to the end of the casino, and there was probably a 4-hour wait. So I was very fortunate, and I was blessed to be able to see and experience the things that I experienced today, and have the time taken out of my life to just reflect and remember 9/11 and hear their stories and shake their hands of the firefighters who were there and tell them, I appreciate their service and I respect everything that they do. I told every one of them that. I shook their hands and I looked them in the eye and I told them, I appreciate your service and I respect everything you do, straight up, because I do. And I hope that every single person that goes there feels the same way as I did. I hope everyone that goes there talks to their family and talks to their friends and talks to their peers, on social media about this, because this is truly something that's very, very beneficial to humanity and to society as a whole. 9/11 is something that we need to reflect and remember on a regular basis. We need to learn from it. We need to remember the good and the bad. We never can forget it. We never should forget the heartache and the trouble and the pain and the lives that were lost in 9/11. Every year around September 11th, I think everyone should pay a special tribute. I think the nation should have a day off of work and just be able to reflect. That's not going to happen, but I think it should, because it's well deserved. So that's all I got to say about Stephen Siller and the Tunnel to Towers Foundation and the Never Forget exhibit. I really value and I appreciate the time that they spent talking to me today. I went there with my mother and we both had the time of our lives. We experienced things that we'll probably never experience in our lifetimes again, and the only way that we would experience something similar is if we went to Ground Zero in New York and actually went and seen the Memorial Museum. That's the only way we're going to get even close. But we were in Clinton, Iowa. They came to us free of charge, and they put on a show for us that was amazing. It was amazing. And like I said, it changed my life. So, honor 9/11. Honor those who lost their lives. Honor those who helped out in any way, form, or fashion. Honor those who continue to contribute to talking about 9/11 and talking to the youth about 9/11, because those people are heroes too. Whether or not you were involved in 9/11 or not, if you're talking about 9/11 and you're, discussing the things that these people were discussing, you're a hero in my eyes. You're a hero just like them firefighters. You change lives every day, and you make people understand and reflect different than they would in any other way. So if you could, please donate to this foundation. Please remember 9/11. Please respect 9/11. And I hope you have a very blessed day and a good day. Today was a great day for me. I became Clinton, Iowa's first trillionaire. Yeah, I know this is President Trillionaire, and I should have been a trillionaire a long time ago, but today I accomplished that goal, and I finally am a trillionaire, so fuck you, Dad. I did it, and I did it very easily, and you're going to overthink it, but I did it, so just go with the flow. I'm a trillionaire, plain and simple. I also won a competition today Family Video called me and they told me, hey, we pick a person every week to give a free movie away to, and to give half off on our movie rentals for 2 weeks to. And they picked me. And I guess the other day or last week they picked my mom. And today, coincidentally, it was cold this morning. I mowed my mom's grass. So I was grabbing my laundry from my mother's house, because she does my laundry, to be honest. And I had one sweatshirt over there. And I put that sweatshirt on because it was so cold this morning. It's the middle of the summer. It's not very cold at all, ever. And I put on a sweatshirt out of the blue, and the sweatshirt happened to say New York, New York. I had no idea I was going to this event today. I had no idea that the similarities were going to happen and the coincidences were going to happen in my life. And my day was going to be so productive and so valuable to me. So I hope you have a half-decent day. I hope your day will be just like mine. I mean, if anything, if you got some time left, you know, they're still open tomorrow. This exhibit's open tomorrow, so go check it out. It's a free exhibit. There might be a long wait, but it's well worth it. So check them out. Check out the foundation. Check out the website. Check out the YouTube channel. Check out the videos they got. And always remember 9/11. Never forget. That's all I got for today. I hope you all gained something from this video, and I hope you really check out the Towers, our Tunnel to Towers Foundation 9/11 Never Forget exhibit. I hope some of the things that I discussed in this video made you realize, you know, some of the things that are truly important in this world. And I hope that I can benefit someone who's watching this video, and I hope I can change someone's perspective about 9/11, or make somebody realize that 9/11 should be remembered and should be talked about and should be discussed on a regular basis. Sometimes we want to push things like this away, but for me, it's hard to push this kind of stuff away. 9/11 will always be a huge factor in my life, a huge event in my life. And it changed my life for the better and for the worse in multiple ways. And that's for another day and another story and another video. But I hope you all have a blessed day. I hope you all have a productive day. Stay hustling, stay grinding. This is going on Infinite Hustle and President Trillionaire and Kyle Kilberg. All three of my channels. Check them out. Please like, subscribe, share, and leave feedback on the video, because I'm curious what you have to say about what I had to say, and what you had to say about the foundation, and what you have to say about 9/11. I love hearing your feedback, and I love responding to you, and I love making these videos for you. So enjoy, and that's all I got for this one. Much love and respect to all those affected by 9/11. And never forget. Please, never forget 9/11. I love you all. Peace.